Hello everyone, and thank you so much for joining me today on my YouTube channel. Today, we want to talk about a question which I had explained 6 months ago on how to use the least square method to estimate the trend line. For today, it will be a little bit different. Today is just to confirm if your answers are correct, and maybe the simplest way of getting your answers directly without much of calculation. And just to tell you, if they need method on your question, please, you may need to refer back to the question we discussed 6 months ago. For today, it's just to use Desmos to just confirm and get the trend line, and from there you can proceed to get the estimates of the years which you may be asked to do. Going directly to the question. Now, the first question is asking us to use a least square methods to estimate the trend line. So as I had said, so we are going to find the trend line. And what we need to use there is we need to use the value of our x and the value of our y, which we need to work out. So we have x here and the value of y. And then we can draw the graph for that. Now, how do you find the value of capital X? So we need to count the number of years we're having from 2011 to 2019. That gives us n equals to 9, which if we talk about the value, which this is odd number. So if it's odd number, that means the middle value is 2015. So that tells us that the capital X equals to the small x minus 2015. So if you may do directly here, 2011 minus 2015, you get -4. Going down, we have -3, -2, -1. 2015 minus 2015, you get a 0. You get 1, you get 2, 3, and then 2019 minus 2015, you get 4. Now, from there, we need now to go to Desmos and make sure we use the value of capital X and the value of capital Y to get the equation or the trend line. So this is Desmos. How do we get there? You go to the website and then click in www.desmos.com, and it will take you to graphing calculator. And then from there you feed in the values. So I'll show you how to do it. So click the positive button there and then go to the table. So you'll see x1 and y1. So we feed in our values as we had it before. So I said use a value of x, so x and the value of y. So the value of x was -4 and the other value of y was 9.8. Coming down there, we had -3 and the value of y is 11.5. So we fill in the rest as we had in the table. So guys, I've plugged in all the values you're having for x1 and y1. So what we need to do next is to find the trend line. So how do we do that? So we go down here and plug in y1. Please make sure you check on that as quickly. mx1, then plus b. Some people you call it c. So for my case, I'll call it b. You see? So if you can see the graph, this is how the graph look like. This is a trend line we are having. So now the values we need to have is down here. You can see m equals to 0.711667 and b is 13.1778. Now m is the same as the gradient or the slope, and b is actually like the y-intercept. So from our equation, we need now to go back to the equation and plug in the values. So guys, I need us to remember the equation of trend line. So in our case, this was the profit. So we have YP equals A plus BX. And we know what A is. So A is sum of y over n, and b is sum of xy over sum of x squared. So we don't need to work out all that, but in our case, we know that a from the graph is the same as the y-intercept, and b is the same as gradient or slope. Gradient or slope. So let's take the information from the graph and plug in here. So we plug in the values. So we have the values of m, which is a gradient or slope, and we have the value of b. So let's take this information and plug into our equation we had earlier. So let us use this equation here. So yp equals to, now we know what a is, it's our intercept. So we got 13.1778. Now plus our gradient or slope, we got it to be 0.711667 x. So guys, this is our trend line. So this is our trend line. Boom. Now, after getting the trend line, we are asked here, the question is, estimate the profits for the year 2021. So we need now to find the estimate profit for the year 2021. So we need now to get the value of x. So getting the value of x now equals to 2021 subtract 2015. This gives us 6 years. So we plug in this information here. We plug in this part for the value of x. So what do we get there? So we have for the profit for the year 2021 equals to 13.1778 plus 0.711667 multiply by 6. So the year 2021 profit equals to 17.44782. Now, this one you can write it in maybe in 4 significant figures. So that gives you that gives you y 2021 equals to 17.45, and they were in millions. So take back and let's go back and see. So it's only in millions, so your answer should be in millions. That is 4 significant figures. And guys, that is your answer. Thank you so much.